27-24, Notre Dame, Penn State. We're here to break it down. We're here to talk about the game, the big plays, the stats of the players, and, of course, the last possession by Notre Dame and that one by Penn State, too, plus that second last possession. I'm your professor, the Wild Ute, and here's Nathan Bomber Brown. What's going on, Nate? How you doing?
I'm the adjunct professor. I appreciate you inviting me on for your short video tonight. Orange Bowl. Everybody loves bowl games, right? But this one had meaning, and Notre Dame's got a mission, I think.
This game felt like an NFL playoff game to me. Like, there's not too many college football games, even in the playoff era, that had this type of feel. Holy smokes, physical football game. It felt like Big Ten football, like the best of the best Big Ten football. We know Notre Dame's an independent, but like really physical, in the trenches, punch your face, left to right. Let's just get into this. Let's look at some of the stats. Let's break it down. But first off, Notre Dame, look at that. Look at that Irish guy. He is stoked. We're stoked from this Orange Bowl result here. Holy smokes, 27-24. Again, the Irish get it done, and they did play like a champion today. What was your favorite part of the game, Nate? What did Notre Dame do right?
It started off, and it looked like Penn State was going to dump truck them. I was that first, what was that, maybe the first quarter, let's just say that Notre Dame looked mismatched. They completely looked like they were playing a different type of football. Going into half, they got that 3 points, and they were just hanging on. But man, the second half was all Notre Dame. And then it was just blow after blow. And I was most impressed with the fact that Riley Leonard got hurt, came back in the game, and played like a champion at the end.
He played like a champion, like almost a concussion, like so close and stuff, not even being able to go back in the game. His backup came in and played fairly well to get those 3 points at the end of the half and everything. But Leonard came back, showed a lot of grit. The Irish showed a lot of grit. First half, gosh, they had the flu going on before this game. We're in the game. It's the flu game. This is the Michael Jordan flu game for Notre Dame. That's exactly what this is. They get it done. But Riley Leonard threw some early interception. Has some bad plays, but he got it done when it counted and really showed a ton of grit. So kudos to him. Let's just take a look now at some of the stats for the game here. So we're just going to share a little bit here and jump in here. So Notre Dame. Okay, let's read off the Notre Dame stats here. So Riley Leonard went 15 for 23, 223 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions. We had talked about his grittiness, 1 early interception. But really, at the end of the day, a lot of quarterback run plays, just grit. Really like a star tonight, Riley Leonard, even after that big quarterback hit where he was almost knocked out of the game. Man, great performance. Then what do you think about the rushing attack? Did you see Love play? Nate, what's your thought?
Absolutely. I mean, without him out there carrying the load, taking some weight off of the quarterback, it would have been a completely different football game. And they were smash mouth. They were running at people. Is it Javion? All right, that's his name, Javion Love. He hurdled that guy, even though he told everybody he wasn't going to jump in the air again, which is the last time he did it, he got hurt. And you know they're 100% when you see players like doing stuff like that. So I was super impressed with Notre Dame's offense, top to bottom.
And the big old knee brace, too. He's running around with it. Still got 45 yards, 11 carries, and a touchdown. That was a hard-earned touchdown, too. Down the receiving front, Greathouse had a huge game. 7 catches, 105 yards, 1 touchdown. Massive play at the end of the game, towards the end of the game to tie the game up, stuff with that touchdown run. So Notre Dame, gritty performance, but we got to talk about the other side of the coin, too. Okay, before we get into the quarterback play, got to call out Singleton, okay? So Katron Singleton, 15 carries, 84 yards, 3 freaking touchdowns. It's so painful to watch this guy lose the game. He was running so hard tonight. He was playing his heart out. Man, that guy just worked his tail off. So kudos to Singleton. Also, the trench play, offensive line play for Penn State dominated the first half. They wore down a little bit in the second half, which is a bit surprising. You would have thought that Notre Dame, because of the flu and everything going on in the locker room, the sickness. They didn't. They showed out in the second half. They fought a lot more and started battling in the trenches. But that first half, Penn State really dominated on the rushing attack. And then, of course, stud tight end Warren, 6 catches for 75 yards. He is one of
That guy
the State.
should be playing on Sundays right now. He was incredible. I would love for him to be on my team. That's all I can say.
Complete stud, catch machine. He is going to be a star NFL tight end.
Yep.
And hey, Penn State played their heart out. This was an amazing game, an amazing finish and everything. But I think that we need to talk about Drew Allar. And Drew Allar had a rough game, y'all. He made some plays in the game, but really the memory of this game for most folks is going to be the interception in the last minute of the game. And you know what? I think that we got to show that. I mean, it is what it is, guys. Here is a clip of that interception play that Drew Allar threw in key moment in the game. The game was still on the line. The game right here was 24-24 with 39 seconds left. And this is what happens. Drew Allar, starting quarterback, stud, 5-star recruit, good player, really good player. Check it out. Going back 37 seconds. And oh my gosh, on a first and 10, throwing an interception with 33 seconds remaining. Notre Dame picks it off, trying to push the ball down the field. And just like that, hand over the head. Oh my gosh, it is so rough to see this for for anyone that's played sports. You want to deliver and be your best in the greatest moments. And it just sucks so bad for this kid. He wanted it so bad. But this game is going to be remembered for that interception with 33 seconds left by Drew Allar to give Notre Dame the final field goal win. What do you think of it, Nate?
I think this comes down to not Drew Allar, but the offensive coordinator in the play call. They have a beast running back and tight end that you play 25 yards into overtime. I think Penn State wins this ball game. I'll be perfectly frank. And I think this was the offensive coordinator calling one too many plays. This is a stat. No completions to any wide receivers this game for Penn State. That's an indictment on the play calls, and it's an indictment on the offensive coordinator not putting people in positions to be successful. Not one reception to a wide receiver. And that tells you the story of the game. So if you know going into this final drive, you haven't completed one pass to a wide receiver, why are you calling a play to a wide receiver? I think you hand the ball off. Maybe you get a break play and you can kick a late field goal, but you have to play for overtime. You just have to play for overtime in that position. And I blame, just like at my beloved BYU, it's one thing for the quarterback to have limitations. Good coaches work around those limitations. And in this case, their offensive coordinator let him down. That's my opinion. James Franklin will probably take responsibility for the pass, but you and I both know that's an offensive coordinator call at the end of the game.
Holy smokes. It's a tough thing. You've got almost 40 seconds left. You want to push the ball down. You want to be the hero. You want to get Penn State into field goal range. You want to bring the Nittany Lions back to glory, back to the Joe Pod days. The national championship's right there. You're sniffing it. Man, and you've got this 5-star quarterback, stud passer and everything. It's hard to call off the dogs and not push the ball. I get what you're saying. Man, that's tough. Yeah. And the repercussions, the penalties in some cases, it doesn't go well. You throw an interception, Notre Dame gets a field goal, and Notre Dame goes to the national championship, and you think about this loss probably for a long time. It's a painful one for the Nittany Lions. But hey, to sum it all up, this was one of the best college football games, playoff games I've ever seen. Yep. It was a privilege to watch. Again, it felt the magnitude of a gladiator battle like an NFL game. It was fantastic. I loved every part of it, the ups and downs, the drama, the good quarterback play, the bad quarterback play, the grittiness of Notre Dame, and they freaking got it done. So kudos to the Irish. Any final thoughts?
I can't wait for tomorrow night. I think we could have another barn burner unless Ohio State just rolls over the top of Texas, which I would find that hard to believe. I think they're going to put up a good fight. We're up for another semifinal that's going to be for the ages. And now all of a sudden, what kind of a championship is this going to look like? Notre Dame against either Ohio State or Texas. Two of the three of the biggest brands in all of college sports, all competing for one championship.
What a privilege. Seriously. This 12-team playoff has been so good, so
16's better.
enjoyable.
We want 16.
We want
We want
16.
16.
The 12 has been really good. The 12 is a lot better than 4. And having
Yeah.
football, college football into January, late January is amazing. I love every part of it. And if you've loved this video, subscribe to our channel, College Football Mafia. Give us a thumbs up and leave a comment. Do you agree that this is going to be a very painful loss for Penn State and that interception is going to sting for a long time? How do you think Notre Dame played? Let us know your thoughts in the comments, y'all. And until next time, take care. I'm the professor of the Wild Ute, and class is dismissed.